Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Book Promotion Library tip of the week. Today, we are going to talk about free or low price books. Pricing is always an interesting topic on books. For one, you put a lot of effort in writing your book. There's a lot of work, time, and effort that goes into it. And I know you hate to sell your book for a small amount, like 99 cents. Um, it's worth way more than that. Let's just say that. Let's just say it as it is. We're hoping when we price it lower that we're going to get a lot of volume out of it in that sense, but it's not always the case. So we have to decide when and if we discount our books, whether we put it free for a while or whether we price it very low so that people buy. The object of this is basically to get books get books flowing out there, get some sales, get some momentum for your book. Because with the algorithms and everything that's out there, there has to be some movement in your book. If nobody is buying your book, it's not moving, then Amazon's not going to see it. It's not going to trend as high when somebody puts in the relative search terms. So we got to really look at that and say, at what point do we say it's free? What point do we price it low so that we move some books? And this is very hard, especially for a first-time author. You want to write a book and you want to sell it. You go to the bookstore and you see the books for $7.99, $12.99, and you want to sell your book for that. And sometimes it just doesn't work on the ebook format. People are expecting books to be less expensive on the ebook format. There's no stock to keep. There's no there's no ordering process, there's no paper, there's no book binding, there's all those things that cost money for a print book. So with the Amazon books, and even with your print book, sometimes you just have to go, okay, I'm going to take less money and try to get them in the hands of people. And I think this is a good tactic for people that are first starting out, because you want people to read your work. You want to get input, you want to get reviews, you want to get all those things, and part of that is to sell your work at a discounted rate. And I know that's so difficult to do. We don't want to do that. We don't want to sell our work. We worked hard on it, but we don't want to put it in the 99-cent bin. We don't want to put it in the free bin. That's not why we're doing it. But if you're looking at this long term, it is a good way to do it. So I think you need to sit down and look at your books, especially if you have books out there that aren't selling, books that are stagnant, books that aren't going anywhere. Let's look at really and dive into the prices on those and see what we can do to get them moving. Motion is very important online world. All the book retailers, if your book is not moving, it's not going to be showing up in search engines. So it's a double-edged sword. If it's not selling, it's never going to be selling in that manner unless we do something to take care of it. So, and I'm going to speak mostly about Amazon because that's where I put most of my books, and that's the biggest retailer. So let's focus on there. There's a lot of others, and I apologize if anybody else is out there, but we could dive in those on another video if somebody wants to. But Amazon has a very easy price structure. If you're in the KDP Select section, which means that your book is only available on Amazon. So some people are, some people aren't. I have some of mine on there and some of mine not. When I first started doing books, I sold a lot of books on iTunes, in the iBook format. That's kind of waned, so I've started branching off and putting some that are just on Amazon. And I kind of like that because that is the biggest retailer, and now that's where I get the bulk of my book sales. So they have options. So you can adjust the price. Obviously, if you're a KDP author, you want to keep it between that $2.99 and $9.99 range. Amazon does a good job of saying this is the sweet range, and we're going to give you a higher percentage of royalty fee if you stay within that range. And that's to keep the pricing of the books at a constant level. You can also move your pricing up and down on print books that you do through Amazon. So you can play with it and see where the sweet spot is for you. Obviously, you don't want to lose money on your books, but you don't want to just have them sitting around either. So let's look at some of the pricing. I am not against pricing it below that $2.99 threshold if you're trying to get sales. People love a good bargain. There's no doubt about it. It's easier to get people to try, especially if you're a first-time riser, to try your book at 99 cents versus $5.99, $9.99, things like that. So I always suggest when you first start out, play with your book at a lower price to try to get some movement and try to get some purchases, and purchases lead to reviews. So that's a good strategy to do. Now, KDP also allows you to put your book up for free for 5 days. And this is a very important piece that you need to use. Plan out a strategy to where you want to promote your book for free around certain time, those 5 days. You can do individual days, or you can do all 5 days in a row, depending on how you want to do it. But pick out some strategic times. If your book focuses on a certain time frame, maybe Breast Cancer Awareness Month is October. Maybe your book focuses on that. Maybe that'd be a good time to put it up for free for a little while. You just have to play with it. But please use your 5 free days. If you're in KDP Select, use your 5 free days. It's yours. It's a great marketing tool. It's a great way to get some books flowing. But you got to be ready to market. So make sure all your marketing is in place when you decide to lower the price of your book. If you just lower the price of your book and don't market it and just leave it on Amazon at a low price, nobody's going to find it. So marketing is the key. Make sure you're sharing it everywhere you can. If you use that KDP 5-day free promo, or if you lower your book to a certain price for a length of time, make sure you're promoting it like crazy. That's when you need to promote it like crazy to try to reap the benefits of all that. Now, I have a couple books that are on Amazon that are what I call, and what the term is, perma-free. So they're free all the time. Now, Amazon doesn't necessarily allow you to keep your book free all the time. The only caveat is if it is free on another platform. So with this, you cannot have your book in KDP Select, but if you have, for example, your book on iBooks, on iTunes, and it's free there, which they do allow you to just post your book for free there, then you can contact Amazon and tell them, hey, my book is free. I'm giving my book away free on iTunes, iBook format. Can we match that? And it takes a little bit of time, but you can get that done. And that's a great tool, especially if you're doing series and you have a book that's the starter book that you're trying to get people hooked on. That's a great way to do it, to constantly offer that free. I know several authors that write series and they have their first book free all the time. They have it on the perma-free, and it helps to filter people into purchasing their other books because they read that first book, they like it, and they want to keep it going on. But the goal here is to get sales, and sales don't always mean money-wise. Downloads is what we want to think of, especially if we're talking ebooks. Downloads is what you want to start out with, to get your book mobile, get it moving, get some fluidity to it, get it flowing down that stream, that great stream that's called Amazon. So the big thing is you gotta take a little step back and say, yeah, I put a lot of hard work in this. Now I'm going to give it away free. It might not make a lot of sense at the start, but down the road it will, because you'll have some sales. Hopefully those sales will lead to some reviews. Hopefully those reviews will lead to some loyal readers that want more of your work. That's the whole point here. And that's why you need to really look at pricing your book free or low price to try to attract those buyers. And like I said, anytime you lower the price, or you give your book away free, you got to market like crazy so people see it. If they see free, they're 99% of the time they're going to pick it up. I don't know how many times I've picked up a free book that I'm not really interested in because somebody's done some marketing on it. They threw it in my face that free, hey, it's free today, only today, it's free. And I jump on it because, oh my God, it's only free today. What am I going to do if I miss that? Then I'll have to pay for it. So that is the mentality that most people have. So you have to realize that. The big thing is, and the nice part on the ebook format, and even on if you're printing right through Amazon, is you can change the price whenever you want. Books not selling, change the price. Books not selling, change the price. Books selling well, I don't recommend changing the price, but you can always do that. If you start to build a loyal following, your next book starts out at a little higher price because now you've got people that want it and want it. So that is my talk on free and low price books. Yes, it's not what we want to do as an author. It's really not fair to us because we have put all hard work into this. But if you're looking long term, it's a wonderful way to get that motivation in your book. So that's the tip for today, free or low price. I'd love to hear your comments. Love to hear any experiences that you guys have had on lowering the prices of your book, making it free, things like that, and how it's worked out for you. Use the email up above to send me a message, or if you have a specific topic you're interested in hearing about, I can do a video on that. That'd give me a great way to dive into some research on some different things that I'm just not thinking of. So I want to hear from you guys. That's what this community is all about, Book Promotion Library. We are authors. We are smart. We are intelligent. We are amazing. We are a small percentage of the people out there, and we are the brave ones that are brave enough to write something down and give it to people and let them tell us what they think about it. So that's it for the video today. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll be back again next week with another video.